Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Ammar, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we are absolutely thrilled to be joined by Nicole Donnelly, founder of AI Smart Ventures, a global AI marketing agency, educator, and prompt engineer. Since 2015, Nicole has empowered over 10,000 professionals to adopt AI tools, reclaiming time, scaling impact, and transforming workflows. She's a best-selling author, award-winning entrepreneur, and keynote speaker guiding teams to become AI mavericks. Nicole, welcome to Founders Future.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Anytime. I'm excited to dive in. I always like to take things back a little bit. So take us on a trip down memory lane to before you started AI Smart Ventures. What were you doing at the time? And then what was the motivation behind starting the company?
I will take you back 20 years, and I started my first company, Baby Legs, because my kiddo had diaper rash all the time. And prior to that, I had been a professional snowboarder, lots of snowboard socks, cut off the feet, pulled them up over my kiddo's knees, protected her knees from crawling, and could leave a little breathing room. And as I grew that company, I learned a lot of hard lessons along the way. And one thing that I was naturally good at that I didn't know would come in so handy now was being really efficient and implementing a lot of systems and process and automation. And that was started back in 2005. And in 2007, we had the ability to work from home with my
Yeah.
company. And because I wanted other parents to be able to be home with their kids too. So we at the time had to take those big, huge phones home.
Yeah.
and and you could dial into the server. And it was a different world because we still had things on the servers at a local location that you had to
Yeah.
access. And when I sold that company, we did a merger with a company in New York. And I got I didn't know what a good operation we had until we did the merger. And then my God-given gift in all of this is marketing. And that's what I care about, is where the customer meets the brand and they have this emotional connection. So I started a marketing agency, and in that agency, we started using AI. And we started using AI in 2015 because it would help us have better connections with our customers.
Hmm.
And we could facilitate that for our clients too. And so every decision was this efficiency and better relationships with our customers. And so I've embraced all of these different new technologies. Some have gone away, some continue. And we always ask our question, this question when we're doing a strategy, marketing strategy, AI strategy, how can we deliver more magic to our clients now because we know how to use AI? So, how can we give them even more than they would have ever expected out of this strategy that we're producing? And
Mhm.
how can we do it faster and easier for us? And
Interesting.
with those questions, we can make any department pretty much 30% more efficient in
Wow.
any company. And then we started teaching in 2023 to a lot of different companies. They just were interested in tools for a couple of years. And now it's really about the whole entire workflow and where you choose to use humans, AI, and automation.
Yeah. So you were in this since 2015. So that goes way back before ChatGPT. You
Yes.
you could say you're an OG.
Yeah, an OG from the applied AI side of things.
Fair enough, because AI has recently become a really big buzzword,
Mhm.
and especially in 2022, 2023, I believe is when ChatGPT came out. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it was November 22 is when ChatGPT and then Midjourney both came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. Revolutionized the space in a sense of anybody can now have access to this. 20
Mhm.
bucks a month, boom, you have your chatbot. So let's give the listeners a little bit more context into your agency today. Who is your ideal client? Who do you love to work with? And then from there, what are the different offers and services that you provide?
So we love to work with people who are open-minded. We work across different industries, enterprise, education. We've trained 600 professors at a big university. We've also trained thousands of people at large enterprises and also government agencies. I've worked with the government in Abu Dhabi, in Germany, in Canada too. And the thing that everybody has in common is that they are eager to learn.
Mm,
And right now, that's what matters. It's not the niche so much or the size, because we have people in our class where it's one or two people from the organization who will attend. And then we also help organizations go through that entire AI transformation. So we have the little offerings for everybody, because I think it's so important right now for everybody starting up, because most businesses, as you probably know, are under $1 million in revenue.
mhm.
That's the majority of businesses.
Yeah.
And to get to that million in revenue, there's typically a valley of death. And in this valley of death, you are either consumed with taking on too much debt, not having enough money, not having human resources, and needing to implement technology.
Mm,
And now we can bridge this valley of death, and we're seeing more and more people cross into the $1 million mark. And I think we're going to see more and more go into the 10 million, the 100 million, because tech is so affordable. And then you don't have to pay as much in human resources. And so you're going to be able to scale so much easier. And that's what I'm excited about, is
yeah.
being able to just open the door, open a little window to show people how they can do that. So we talk a lot about those workflows and how to use AI automation and humans in there efficiently.
Got it. So I was on your website earlier and I noticed you have a couple of courses that people
Yep.
can consume and whatnot. So I think that's what you mean with the little offerings. So
Yeah.
to give more people access. Can you
Yeah.
talk a little bit more about that and then maybe even the bigger ticket offerings as well?
Yeah, for the, I don't know, for everyday people, we have offerings as low. We have self-serve classes for 197, and then we have live classes, which we actually have more people participate in our live classes that we do. And it's 1 hour a week, and we have a 4 week class right now that's AI your agency or AI your operations. And then we have a 10 week class that goes more in depth into tools and also building agents. And then we have custom, where we help a company to create an AI strategy and a 12-month implementation plan, and we'll do consulting for them. And then we'll also do custom classes for companies, agencies, like government. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Okay, so it sounds like the higher ticket stuff is really the AI strategy consulting and then also the AI custom training that you do with specific organizations and whatnot.
Yeah, it is, because it's really high touch,
Yeah.
and we get to know their businesses inside and out, and also know their teams and their processes and procedures.
Yeah. So obviously a lot of founders listen to this, a lot of business owners. So I would love it if you could dive deeper into the AI strategy consulting and the custom training, what that looks like, what people expect typically. I know you mentioned it's 12 months, but can you expand a little bit more on that?
For
The strategy and the custom training as well.
Yeah, for custom training, it can be as little as a couple hours or an afternoon engagement, in person or virtually. And then for the strategy, we do an in-depth interview process, and we'll produce a 12-month plan and with you to identify where your opportunities are for using AI automation, and then what it would take to implement. Because some teams have technical people on board and some don't have any technical people. So then we help provide the resources to build out the things that you're looking to do.
Very cool. So when you think of your goals when it comes to specific services that you offer, which
Mhm.
one are you focused more on or the most on growing?
I would really like to see people in the AI your agency right now, or AI your operations, because it will teach, and to put everybody in your company in there, or as many as you can, because it will help you to learn. Like, everybody will be on the same page. You'll be able to think about how to apply AI for anything. You
Mm,
also learn how to build agents and automations using some AI tools, and we provide tech support during the class. And because we want you to end up in these 4 weeks, you'll be able to have something built that will make your life easier, your workflows easier, an SOP easier. And it can be really simple things, or it can be considering whole workflows for departments or customer onboarding. And We've already seen it make such a big difference for people, and that's what everybody seems to be pretty excited about right now.
Yeah. Can you give us a couple of real world examples? Because I don't think everybody can wrap their head around it.
Around AI, your agency, or AI, your business.
Around when you were saying you can do it to do very simple stuff, but also entire workflows.
Yeah, so we have a 20-step onboarding to offboarding workflow with clients. And with that, we picked apart each step in the workflow and constructed SOPs in each step. And then we look at what technology we're currently using and what AI and automation we can do between the technologies. And then the spots where we want humans. And there's some touch points where one company will say, yes, I want human there. And another says, no, I want AI or automation there. And so we could take a process that would have been 8 weeks before, down
Mm,
to 2 weeks.
wow. Yeah, well, that's crazy. And you said 30% or more efficiency. So that's 70% efficiency. My math might be off, but
Yeah, we can give you back at least 30% of your time. So we do surveys in class, and depending on the role, so if somebody's a C level, they'll typically report 25 to 30% time savings after learning how to use AI and automation in their workflows. And then when we have people who are in marketing, they self-report 80%. So on average, all the people who come to our classes, it's about 50%,
wow.
across the board. And we have everyone from statisticians to admins.
Yeah.
And it's more about how to think about using AI, making sure that it's part of your regular mindset. So when you sit down to do some work, it's like, how can AI help me with this? And when you know a little bit more about what it can do, then you can imagine more possibilities.
Mm,
And for me, I don't know how to do some of the things, and I have a tech person on the team to help build it, but I know what's possible. And when you know what's possible, then you can imagine these things and put them together for yourself and imagine them for your customers and for your team. And it's more that just being informed on what's possible.
100%. I could not agree more. Are you familiar with the reticular activation system?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like the red car theory where you buy
Yep.
a red car and all of a sudden you see red cars everywhere. It's when you know how you can apply these things, all of a sudden different use cases you're gonna go through your day to day. You'll be like, oh, I could do AI here, I could do AI there, I could implement this, I could implement that. Very cool.
Yeah. And the last conference that I spoke at, I had conversations with several people who said, I know that I should be able to do AI or automation for this thing. And I was stuck and I was like crying or frustrated, angry because I couldn't get unstuck. And I just said, you just need to ask somebody. There are experts out there, and we don't need to know how to do it all ourselves.
Yeah.
And I see that over and over, that it's a roadblock for people, a mental roadblock of, I don't know how to do this myself. And so then they stop. Even someone who was building out agents inside of a company came to a roadblock, but he didn't know who to talk to or where to go to find a solution for that roadblock. And so that's where we have a community and we have the experts on hand. We do AI office hours or AI labs every Wednesday.
Awesome.
And so anybody who's in our community or classes can come to the labs and talk to the experts, get their questions answered. And sometimes we even have guest experts in there. We just did a AI SEO session with an SEO expert, and it's that time where people can ask all of these questions and really get unstuck. And that's where I feel like I'm really lucky because I'm connected to a global community of entrepreneurs and connected to people in so many countries doing different cool AI projects, that if I get stuck, my friend Andrew, who's over in Bali, I can message him and be like, hey, I'm thinking of this thing and I hit a blocker, and what can I do here? And we can help open up that network to people too.
And that's if they go to aismartmarketing.com, they can find information on that community and all
Yeah,
the
AI Smart Insiders is where I'd say to go for. AI
okay.
Smart Insiders has all the classes,
Yeah.
and yeah, you can get signed up and plugged in there.
Okay, perfect. Walk me through, let's shift over to the back end of the business. So when it comes to acquiring customers
Yeah.
and just generating leads in general, what does that process look like for you?
Oh, right now, this is something I was actually interested in closers about because I am speaking at conferences a lot. and speaking to large groups of people. And I'm part of WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups, and I answer questions. I answer questions I have for years. And I also am a moderator on a big Facebook group that's full of business owners over 1 million in revenue.
Okay.
And so I get leads by answering questions and being seen as an expert. And
Okay.
we've tried outbound efforts and nothing has had the same ROI. And that is a thing that I'm constantly looking to solve for too.
Yeah. Is it just because it takes up too much of your time?
No, we've paid people. I don't do it.
Fair enough.
I
You
pay
do-
people to do it. They set up Dripify. They're doing the campaigns on
Got it.
LinkedIn. Like we've done ads and we haven't found anything that has a better ROI than me going and speaking in front of people.
Got
Yeah,
it. Yeah. What makes you say that's something you were looking at closers?
because I was looking for a closer and I've been looking for people who can take on that for a couple of things because we get a lot of tire kickers on some of the stuff and we could just funnel them to what we know with a product
Yeah.
that we know that they want. I actually started having my assistant do the discovery calls because
Nice.
she knows all the things that we offer and she can filter people into the right buckets. And I would love to step out of that seat because if we're going to grow, I can't be in that seat. And we haven't had the right system for it yet that's worked.
Yeah. So help me get a little bit more context. So you have the discovery call. What is the process from there?
We have a discovery, it's a form it's actually built into our CRM system.
Okay.
And so the person on the call, sometimes we'll send it to a person, but the person on the call will qualify based on this form. And then they would get put in the appropriate place in our pipeline to either
Nice.
get a call with me or get sent class information or whatever is appropriate there.
Got it. So is it like an application grading system where if
Yeah.
they get a certain score, it'll funnel them to a landing page, hey, you're probably best to buy this course. But if
Yeah,
they,
it's not even grading. It's more for us in our system, it's by keywords and also how many employees do they have? How many departments do they have? Because if we're doing, because it even helps with pricing in
yeah,
a strategy. Because if there's a company we talked to, 200 employees, but they only have five main roles or departments.
yeah,
And so if they only have five main roles, then we know even though they have 200 people, it will be more simple than somebody who has a dozen different roles.
yeah.
And so we have it defined by some of those metrics, not like a lead score in general, because if we have different product offerings, so they have to go in really specific buckets.
Got it. I see. So it's essentially where are they at right now? And then based off of that, this is the appropriate offering for them.
Yeah.
Very cool. Do you ever try to, and this is just me literally just randomly thinking, do you ever try to take some of the people in the lower ticket programs or maybe in the communities and to get them to try to raise their hand with a specific post or CTA to book a call for maybe the AI strategy consulting or the custom training, something like that?
We have people post their testimonials.
Okay.
So we actually, in our class, we ask them, what did you like about class? What did you not like? And also we ask for their permission. The whole things are recorded and we'll make sure that everybody signs off on us using that. So then we can
Mhm.
actually just clip all their testimonials and we give them to them so they can share and we can share. But we haven't done it, I think just linking back to our website, but not a specific landing page.
Okay, got it. And because I know this is something that we did early on, and this is also something that a lot of people implement today. Is it on school or is it on another
It's
platform? Your
not on
community?
school. It's on Go High Level, which
Okay,
is the version we have. It's through OS. And we use the LMS in there, which is built like school. I know they've been copying school. We did try some things over on school too.
nice. That must be new then, the community feature in Go High Level.
It's been about a year.
Okay, okay, cool. Yeah, because I switched over to close.com and I love close.com so much.
Yeah, for LMS or
No,
CRM.
for CRM, for CRM. That was the only thing we were using GHL for.
Yeah.
But everything that we have is on school. And then the majority of the people that we work with as well. But the reason that I ask is because there will I have a buddy of mine that runs a coaching company for contractors, for example. And he has a free group. He's also got a paid community, but he's got the free group, a paid community that's 297 a month, and then he's got his 10K plus coaching, right? But
Yeah.
he'll take 297 and he'll post specific wins, for example, from the coaching, or he'll post a specific call to action. Hey, I'm looking to bring on 5 more clients to work to help them get to XYZ.
Yeah.
And then they'll make a comment, then that comment goes to a setter goes to a closer, and then close deal.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at with your community.
Yeah. That would be an interesting one. We have open community too, because in there it's discoverable. If you make it discoverable, you can have a
Mm.
discoverable community like school where it's open. They even have leaderboards and everything. Like they've just been copying school.
Yeah, fair enough. If it's not broke, what just why not?
Yeah. So I like that idea of moving people up that way.
Yeah. When you think of your vision and where you want to be, let's say 12 months from now,
Yes.
what does that look like? Paint me that picture.
Oh my, that is a really good question. I feel like with this AI stuff, I wanted to do these workflow and workflow SOP situation a year ago.
Mm,
So I would have thought we'd have more in that, but I see people are interested in it now.
yeah.
And so I would like to just to see really full classes and getting everybody automated AI and have so many people. I don't even know how many people right now because it's like just catching. It's
Mm,
because the AI conversation has been evolving over the last 2 years, and
yeah.
this is where it is now. And so I don't know how long this conversation is going to last. And so we'll be in it as long as people are interested. And so I imagine in a year we'll still be in this a similar conversation around AI, and we'll have consulting clients that are paying us every month to help them AI thoroughly throughout their business. And then we'll still be teaching classes. We'll introduce whatever is new. We do
Mm,
new workshops on whatever the hot topics are too. And it'll be bigger next year too.
yeah. I like that. I think personally, from a layman, I think the conversation is going to be around for a long time. That's because I've just been getting into it and I'm like realizing how much I don't know. I'm like, I'm getting into what's conscious incompetence.
Oh, yeah. The things that
Unconscious.
you know you don't know.
Yes. Oh my God, I am so stupid. This is, but I also see the power of it to increase increase my productivity
Yeah.
dramatically by 10x. And then, sorry, go for it.
This is where I love the AI, your agency, your ops, your business class, because then as people are going through, especially in this current cohort, they realize how much they don't know how to use the tools and how to do some of these processes. And that's what we teach in our 10-week course. And our next one starts in September. So I think we're going to have larger enrollment in that because of running the AI, your agency courses. Even though I thought it would potentially take traction out of the other one, it's showing people what they don't know
Yep.
and what they really want to know. And
Yeah.
so then we can support it in a new way. So we update our curriculum pretty much every quarter in the applied AI class because things change so fast. But we show people how to do agents. Data analysis is a really big one. And so we'll help build custom data analysis agents for people, like business intelligence agents. And we do that sort of thing in class. And we show them how to use spreadsheets and images and video and whatever the latest in the category is, but where you could apply that in so many different ways in your business, just that you have the awareness that these things exist. Because
Mm,
even in prospecting, you can send custom videos en masse using HeyGen.
yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I gotta get you back in here for part two. Let's go into a quick closing lightning round.
Okay.
If you were talking to new entrepreneurs that are just getting started in 2025, obviously they have to wrap their head around AI. So that's a big part of the advice that I imagine you'd give. But please correct me if I'm wrong. But the way that I like to frame the question is if you could give them a piece of advice that you wish you knew when you were first starting off. You didn't know it when you first started, but you know it today.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Ask.
Mm,
Ask a question that you don't know the answer to. Anytime you're stuck, just ask. there are always people willing to answer and to help you out. And so don't sit there stuck in your own stuff. Ask. And
Yeah,
the world is your oyster if you ask.
I like that. A lot of that is removing your ego and not being afraid to be wrong. Do you have any tips on that where people can literally just get out of their own way?
It's what's going to be the most effective. I think about that. Do you want to be effective in this? And if you don't know the answer, somebody else does. And you still want to trust yourself and what you're doing, but also you don't have to know everything and you don't have to do everything. Like
Yeah.
I know like I said, what's possible in building some of these AI automation things, but I don't know how to do all of them. And I have somebody who's technical who knows how to do the things. So I can dream it up and I can have people help to build that dream. And that's what you do in a business.
Spoken like a true visionary. I like that. What's the best way for people to reach out to you?
Nicole at aismartventures.com. I would say email is the best way to reach out because I have an assistant in my inbox. I have AI in my inbox too, but Nicole at aismartventures.com. And if you have questions, you can ask me. You can send me an email and I'll answer it or send it to somebody on my team to answer because right now, we're in this really crazy, unique moment where you can make it through. Your ideas can get to market faster. You can test things faster. It's more affordable. Something I would have paid $150,000 for back in 2007, you could get for 10 or 15,000. The custom software that you're able to build to make your whatever you want happen. It's just all at our fingertips and there's just so much possibility. So much.
What an ex you're getting me amped up right now. I'm so excited. Awesome. So, Nicole, thank you so much for your time. I really
My
appreciate it.
pleasure.
So that wraps up another inspiring episode of Founders Future. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Don't forget to check out Nicole Donnelly on all platforms. We'll link it somewhere around here. And if you're a business owner and you're looking to scale your business and really enhance your sales and marketing efforts, visit closers.io to discover how we can support your growth journey. Until then, keep on climbing.